What is up, everyone? Justin Reinert here from iTapThatGaming again. I've been a little bit short on videos and stuff like that. I have a lot of videos still upload and stuff to give out. I said a couple videos ago I'd build a deck with different colors in it, splash colors, instead of doing solid decks for people that are new or haven't played in a long time. So I slapped this one together. It is pretty awesome and it hits off very, very, very well. I built this deck around pretty much 3 cards. A combo that came up with, and it is freaking awesome. So we got new cards from the Ikoria set. It's a Vigilance creatures. Creatures you control with Vigilance have 1 tap target creature. So pretty much for 1 mana, you get to tap opponent's creature. And creatures you control with Vigilance have 1 tap. So every single creature that you have with Vigilance has 1 to tap. So then, this card here, it's pretty cool. Actually, this is a 4-drop. A white and a green, 2 colorless. It's a 3/5. It's actually not bad. It's a nice little blocker right there, too. This is a 3-drop. It's a 2/4. It has Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, you gain a life for each creature you control with Vigilance. Well, there's a little cheat to that. Right here. I know he's going to be rotating out pretty soon, but this is Johnny right here. Johnny, Great-Hearted. Okay, he's a 4-drop. A white, a green, 2 colorless. Creatures you control have Vigilance. Well, that just changed everything right there. All my creatures have Vigilance and works around these 2 cards. So I get to tap creatures because each creature gets Vigilance, and I get to gain life right there before my end step for each creature with Vigilance. Double whammy. So then he's a Planeswalker. For 1, you can up him 1, and you just add a counter to this. You can make him a 6. You gain 3 life. Pretty cool right here. Or you can -2 him. I usually try to beef him up a little bit and then -2 him. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature control and a loyalty counter on each Planeswalkers you control. Well, if you could get enough on your board, beef up your board, yeah, you could do that and beef up your other's Planeswalkers. But I'm going to put him back. So I'm running 22 land. I'm running Forest, Plains, and then I have 1 that enters the battlefield. I can scry. That means you get to look at a card. You get to choose if you want it on the top or the bottom of your library. And then this one I threw in here just to kind of help out. But whenever you enchant land is tapped for mana, its controller adds additional forest. So I could equip this on here for 2, and this will count as 2 mana right here. So that's pretty much 2 forest. So 1 mana turns into 2. Pretty cool stuff. So then I also have, whenever it enters the battlefield, you get to gain a life. There's a reason being for that. I think I'm running 3 of those. No, I'm running 2 scry and 2 gain a life, which I might actually fix that. So the creatures I am running, I believe I'm running 3 of these, the Vigilance, and I believe I'm running 3 of those. Yep, there's 2. I should have organized this before the video. That would have been smart. And I'm running 3 of these, just to have here. So I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. That's mainly what you want right there, like 13, 17 creatures. And that's that. So, but this is a Vigilance life gain enchantment deck. It is pretty cool. We'll get back to him in a minute. But this is enchantment. Mainly, I'm building it around this card right here. I'm running 3 of these. Archons of Sun's Grace. It's a 4-drop. It's a 3/4. It has flying and lifelink. Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink. Whenever enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. Really cool card right here. If you could keep him on the board, add some counters onto him, some +1/1s, whatever you can, and get some enchantments out on the board, you're going to load up your board pretty quick. So then I ran a Johnny's Bridemaid. Whenever you gain a life, put a 1/1 counter on Johnny's Bridemaid. So he's a 2-drop. He starts off with 2/2. You gain life, you would make him a 3/3, and then gain another life. This right here, this here, gain 3 life. I get to put a 1/1 counter on it. Very, very helpful. Plus this has lifelink. This I kind of threw in here because 1, it's enchantment. 2, aura spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It's actually a pretty cool card if you keep him on the board also. Then I just threw this in here. It's a 3-drop. It has reach. So if a flying creature they have goes to swing and attack, like it's a 2/2 little flyer, well, I'm a 1/4 and I get a block. And then whenever enchantment enters the battlefield, you get to gain 2 life. So here we go. We're doing our life gains. Enchantment enters the battlefield. Create a 2/2 white Pegasus token. And also you get to beef up your Johnny's Bridemaid. Put a 1/1 counter on them. So there's very cool combos here. I just threw this in here because 1 is an enchantment creature. It's a 2-drop. It's 2/3. It's okay. Creatures, enchantment spells you control can't be countered. So if somebody's running blue and all that kind of stuff, they cannot counter your creatures or your enchantments. It's a savior right there. It does have ability down the bottom. I don't usually use it, but it's a 4. Target land you control comes XX elemental creature with trample and haste until the end of turn. X is the number of enchantments you control and is still a land. It can help, but I don't use it. I just use it because it protects my stuff. And let's see, Archons. We got those guys there. Archons and the Bridesmaids. So what we do is we run off of enchantments. There are some cool enchantments that I'm running. I am running, I believe, 2 Banishing Light, which is a cool card. I just do it because it could create me some 2/2 Pegasus tokens, make me gain some life. Also, I get to capture something there's on the board as long as it's not a land. When Banishing Light enters the battlefield, exile target non-permanent opponent controls into Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. So they have to destroy this enchantment or exile this enchantment, but I pretty much capture their creature, capture their planeswalker, anything that I want that's not a land. So I just have that on there to get something big or something out of my way and to give me life and give me 2/2 Pegasus tokens. So pretty cool card there. This card here I just threw in there. I try to throw them on my Johnny's Bridemaids. It's a 1-drop. You could enchant a creature, so I could put it on that Johnny's Bridemaid. And enchant creatures gets a 1/1 and it has Vigilance. So you put a 1/1 counter on a creature. So Johnny's Bridemaid would be a 3/3 with Vigilance. Vigilance does not tap to attack. It just boom and stays like that. So it can attack and then on their round you can defend with it. So it's a pretty cool card and it's enchantment and it's an aura. So the aura, it won't really help on this card here. I just grabbed the wrong one. See if I can find one to here. Perfect example right here. Aura, and let me go find my creature real quick. But yeah, very cool card. Right here. Okay. Aura spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So this will be 1 less to cast. It's a 7 and make it down to 6 to cast this thing. Because you take one of these colorless right here off of this 5 right there. Pretty cool card there. Very cool card actually. Same thing here. It will take away this 1 right here and it will just cost me 1 forest to bring this card out. So pretty much just bringing down my cast cost down. But you gotta pretty much get this out there just to have out there and just to get things out quick. But enchant creature you control. So I chance my Bridemaid. Enters the battlefield, enchant creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So if you have something pretty beefed up, or like 3/5 or something like that, and they got a 2/2, well, pretty much you target your 3/5, copies that creature, you enchant it, stays on there, plus it adds +0/+2. So it's going to make that a Johnny's Bridemaids, a 2/4. The 4 would be the defense because you're adding 2 onto the defense right there. Pretty awesome right there. Not bad at all. So pretty much copy your Pridemate, and then you would attack one of the creatures that's like a 2/2, and it would destroy it. So that's just something to get things out of your way also. I only ran one of these because it's just an aura. And enchant target creature, so you enchant your opponent's creature. Enchant creature cannot attack or block. So pretty much, if they have an 8/8, you put that on there. They can't attack, can't block with it unless they could get rid of it by destroying this or exiling that card. Pretty cool stuff. Also, I just threw this in there. I know it's a 2-drop, but it's actually really awesome for a 2-drop. Enchant creature. So enchant my Johnny's Pridemate, that's a 2/2. Well, when it enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. So there's a free card draw right there. I'm only running one of these, but I just did it because of the auras. It makes me gain life and pumped me out some Pegasus tokens. Gain life, Pegasus tokens, all that. So, and it gives a creature flying. Pretty cool for a 2-drop. And with that bird right here, an aura. It only cost me 1 white to bring this thing out. So my mana cost is really, really low if you could have this out on the board. So this is how like you splash colors, you figure out different combos and all that kind of stuff. I am running 2 Revoked Existence. Anytime that I play white, I usually run 2 to 4 of these things. It's just my opinion. I love this card. Very, very cool. Exile target artifact or enchantment. So if they have this on their side, that's theirs right there. You bring out this. Well, this is enchantment creature, so it still counts as enchantments. Exile. That means it's not destroyed. It doesn't go in your graveyard. It's exiled. It is gone out of the game. So pretty much they put this card like sideways, like in front of their deck or like off to the side kind of deal. And that card cannot be brought back in. Pretty awesome right there. So then, I think we ran over these creatures. Yeah. These creatures cool. So, running them creatures, and then planeswalkers, okay? I am running 2, a Johnny the Great-Hearted, because he gives you life and gives all your creatures vigilance. This is what my deck is built off of them 3 cards that give all my creatures vigilance, plus the perks of gaining life and tapping my opponent's creatures is pretty awesome. So then, Calix, Destiny's Hand. Okay. People are hit and miss with this card. I like this card. He's a 4-drop. He's a planeswalker. Pretty cool. He starts off at 4. +1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom into the library in any order. That's pretty much like Go Fish. Go fish for your enchantments. Get something that would be awesome to help you out. Like this flyer here, or something to copy a creature to get another creature out of the way. And put it in your hand. Plus, if you have that bird out, gives you 1 less mana cost to get this out, or this out, like anything out of here, is really awesome to do. So, it's not bad at all. And then you can, for -3, exile target creature or enchantment you don't control until that enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. Pretty cool perk. I go mainly for the top one to go fetch, to go get my enchantment, to get things that I need. But once you build him up to 7, you can -7 him. Say if he's at 7 right here, you upped him once time, like each round of your turn. You got him up to 7. You negative him out. Okay, you would pretty much get rid of this card. It would sacrifice this card. Okay, return all enchantment cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. I don't care if I have a Johnny's Pridemate, or even this card attached to it. Okay, cool. Them 2 cards could go in the graveyard. Somebody kills it. Okay, well, I'm bringing these back. I'm bringing whatever enchantments I have from the battlefield, or from the graveyard, onto the battlefield, and I'm about to beef up all my creatures and do whatever I can. I'm going to hit pretty hard. I'm running 2. Running 2 of those. Now, I'm also running 2 of Johnny's Strength of the Pride. Cool card. You gain life equal to the number of creatures you control and the number of planeswalkers you control. I have 4 creatures out. I have 2 planeswalkers out. I get to gain 6 life. Pretty awesome. That all adds up together. Then you put a 1/1 counter on your Ajani, Pridemate, or all that kind of stuff here. So, and then this one here, you can negate him 2. This thing's 5. He's 4 to come out. Create a 2/2 white cat soldier token named Ajani's Pridemate with whatever life you gain, put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. So that is pretty much the same exact card as the Ajani's Pridemate, but you're making a token of it. So you can pump out your Pridemates, bring out your tokens. You're gaining tons of life in this. Between this other Ajani over here and between this Ajani here, there's your life. Pretty awesome right there. Okay, and then if you zero him out, it pretty much kills him no matter what. No matter if this has 10 or anything right here, you cancel, you die this right here. If you have at least 15 life or more, then your starting life total, XL Ajani Strength of the Pride, each artifact and creature your opponent controls. He is a board wipe. Wipes it. He is pretty awesome, actually. So if you're at 35 life or more, you could zero him out, wipe out your opponent, swing in, game over. It's yours. And then, I know he's pricey. I only ran one of him. He's a 6-drop. He does take a little bit to get out there, but if you have enough on the board, enough to defend yourself, once you get enough mana type to cast him, he's not a bad card. You gain 2 life, put 2 1/1 counters up to 1 target creature. So that's pretty cool right there. So you're gaining 2 life. Say if you have Johnny's Prime Life, now he's a 4. He would be a 3/3. And then you get to put 2 1/1 counters on him. Okay, well, then you have them too. Now he's a 5/5. Just like that. Bam. Beefed up big. Now, I've used this ability a couple times. I usually get him up a little bit if I can. But XL target creature controller controls, they gain 2 life. The only downfall is you could XL a target creature opponent controls, but they also get to gain that 2 life, which is okay sometimes. Sometimes I'll give him 2 life to get something big out of my way. If you get him up to 10, creatures you control gain flying and double strike until the end of turn. It is massive. If you got some big boys out there, some beefy people out on that board, and a lot of creatures, well, it gives you flying and double strike. Really awesome card. Now, last but not least, well, I got 3 more cards that I need to go over. This is something I just smacked together. I opened up some packs the other day and saw those 2 cards out of the new Ikoria set. And off of these cards, I was like, wait a minute. There's a Johnny's Pridemate that gives all creatures vigilance. This is going to be awesome combo. And it does hit off pretty hard on Arena, which my Arena sucks right now. I have a new laptop coming in like next couple days for sure. Okay, Heliod, Sun and Crown, only running 1. He's a 3-drop. Okay, he has Indestructible. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, Heliod is not a creature. So if you have 5 of these mana cost up on the board, the plains right here, the white, up on the board, he comes off from the side and actually comes up to the battlefield as a attacking creature. Okay? Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control. Nice. I'm gaining life all over the place. From Johnny's, from this guy here at the end of my turn, from lands coming out on the board. Like, I have a sweet life link, life gain, enchantment, all kinds of different stuff going on here. And for 2, a white and a colorless, you could use him when he's not on the board too and do that. Another target creature gains lifelink until the end of turn. Well, how cool is that? No matter what, I give a Johnny's Pridemate. He's a 5/5, Johnny's Pridemate. Well, I swing in with it and I get 5 life, and plus I get to put a 1/1 counter on a target creature because I gained a life. It is a cool card. I think he's like $17, something like that. But very, very cool card. I only run 1 of these. because just my other deck and all that. I should have maybe run one more, but I just like the setup of this. I really do. All right, last card that I'm running. I'm a big fan of this card. This card does wonders. And people ask, how do you get rid of hexproof, or how do you do this? And, you know, stuff like that. Well, there's ways around cards for sure. This is a legendary artifact and its equipment. Okay, you could drop them down on the board for one. So if I have one land and it's my start turn, I usually try to get this on the board just as a distraction, because, you know, he'll be down here kind of deal. Well, as soon as I get a creature out, let me go ahead and get a creature out. Where's somewhere in this mess? Okay, I don't know where my bridesmaids went. Oh, here's one. All right, so cool. So this creature finally came on the board. I have enough mana to equip him. Okay, so you equipped him for 2. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, sorry, pretty cool right here. So you equipped him for 2. Well, now it gives this creature here. Okay, I'll just put it up top for now, but I've always put them down at the bottom. Equipped creature gets a 1/1 and has trample and lifelink. Yeah, that is awesome. For equipment 2, you could drop this thing for 3. Drop this for 1, equip this for 2. Pretty awesome. And even if you equip this for 1 and he's in sideboard, somebody has indestructible or hexproof for 1 mana. Permanents your opponent's control lose hexproof and indestructible into the end of turn. Pretty cool card right here. It's pretty cheap. I do have a better version of this card. I just don't know where it's at the moment. Yeah. But yeah, this is a deck I slapped together. I've played it on Arena. Unbelievable on Arena. Like, my health gain and like my creatures and all that stuff is pretty awesome. So that's me splashing colors in together. I'm still running 22 land. I run 22, 24 land. I did 22 land because I have a lot of low drops. I have 2s and 3s and 4s. My biggest guy is my Johnny's Aspiring Leader. Other than that, like I said, everything's 2, 3s, and 4s. And it takes me no time at all to get the stuff out. I do have a couple sideboards. The Mothra Moth. I do have that in my sideboard. I should put that card in here. Maybe just at least one run of them, because I could return a card from the graveyard to the battlefield and it has flying, but I didn't do that in that case. So, but yeah, I thank you guys for tuning in. I cannot wait to go Friday to my local game store and play, actually, in a tournament. Now, I'm getting tired of playing on Arena. I like socializing and trading cards. I have a trade card binder. Like, I have some cool stuff. But I thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys, like I said, I have people that talk to me that are new. I help build a deck, solid color deck out of what they had. Then they go buy more cards. I try to help edit. Or guys that just only been playing for 2 months or haven't played in 10 years, or just buying cards. I told them start out with a mono color, find what you would think would work. I help them build decks, and then I told them I'd do a video on splashing colors together. So once you guys get your mono colors down, start learning your cards and the plays and all that kind of stuff, then, you know, if you guys want, hit me up. We'll start splashing some colors in. There's all kinds of combos you could always come and think of. There's always a card around another card. But this one is pretty sweet. I'm very excited about this. But thank you again, my friends. You guys take care. Have a good day. Please, by all means, hit that like and that subscribe button. Message me on my Facebook, my YouTube channel, all that. Whatever you guys need to do here. But I will be posting this and some other videos I've been slacking on. I opened up 2 collector's boxes. I have stuff to give out. So make sure you guys pay attention. Thank you guys for tuning in. Take care.